RCW fans, we've got a in-depth one-on-one, or I should say two-on-one interview with your current RCW Tag Team Champions, Mr. Big Paulie and Mr. Brutus Dillon, or should it be Brutus Dillon and Big Paulie?
I like that one better. What do you think?
Honestly, either way goes for me, man. We're the tag champs, it don't matter.
Well, yeah, I mean, either way.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, okay.
Well, you heard it here first, RCW fans. We got a couple of questions fans emailed us in for some feedback from you guys. First, we'll start off with, I know inside the RCW ring you guys have been tagging up for a good part of 7 months now, but I know the friendship, the tag team bond goes farther than that. And how long have you guys actually been friends first, maybe, and how long have you guys decided to tag up? I guess we'll go ahead and shoot that out to Big Paulie.
Well, like you say, you know, we've been tag teaming for about 7 months now. We've been best friends since, what, 4 or 5 years now?
It's been about 4 or 5 years, yeah.
4 or 5 years. I mean, ever since then, man, it's just been go, go, go. We've been pretty much like brothers through this whole ordeal. So
I mean, we're pretty much tight as tight can be, you know. I mean, he knows what I'm thinking. I know what he's thinking. We're pretty much the best tag team, I would say, in the area. I'm not even I'm not trying to put ourselves over, but you know, I mean, our chemistry out in the ring is just totally different than any other tag team around the Midwest or the independent area. So,
well, I definitely see the advantages of being a friend and then knowing what each other thinks and being around each other enough to understand what and how that translates into the ring. I see how that is very helpful. You've been around a bit longer. Was it your idea that, hey, we're such good friends, maybe this guy should give it a hand at wrestling, or I'm looking for a tag partner?
Well,
who would be the best guy out there besides my best friend?
Well, I mean, what really had happened, I met him, like we said, 4 or 5 years ago, and I was already in wrestling. I was actually just starting out in wrestling, and he came to me and he said, "How do I get involved? How do I get involved in this sport called professional wrestling?" And I showed him the way. And then once he got a little bit more experienced, I was like, "Hey, Paulie, you know what? Maybe we should do the unthinkable. Maybe we should tag team up and be the most dominating tag team around the area, Team Large Incharge."
Yeah. Question for Big Paulie: Do you find it a conflict there that your friend here, your tag partner, has a little bit more experience than you, and maybe you have to take kind of a back seat to his direction? Or
no, not at all.
You find it being good friends, you just bounce ideas off each other, or
pretty much that's how we do it, Derek. We definitely bounce a lot of ideas off each other, but I see as his in-ring experience being more than what I have, I see that as a learning tool that I keep using on and on as we go from show to show, or even from week to week. I mean, you know, we train together. We do pretty much everything together. Yeah. So I mean,
but pretty much, I mean, he knows as well as I do. I am the more experienced one in the ring. So if I do make a call that I think should happen, 99% of the time he usually agrees to it.
Now that being said, with you guys so close, I don't want to stir the pot, but I'd have to ask. Last weekend at the big Concord Mall event, your tag team partner wasn't available. I know you had an outside booking, and with the more experience you get, you get the individual bookings. And I know your partner here, Big Paulie, wasn't available for the match that saw you not only injure yourself, but have to substitute partner Mina Libra against the H3RD last weekend. Your thoughts on that? It was just a question that was emailed in. I don't want to ruffle any feathers, like I said.
I mean, look. I said it on RCW Rewind last week that he was not available.
It happens.
You know, I understood. I'm the one that told him to go take the other booking out of town. And I knew I could probably take H3RD on 2-on-1 because I'm that confident in myself. But at the same time, I wanted to make sure we retained the tag team titles. So I went out and I found a partner. A girl, but I found a partner. I mean, Mina Libra is one of the up-and-coming divas, or women wrestlers, I guess you could say, around the area. So, pretty much, we retained the titles. he wasn't around. I understand. He understands. I did get injured. That's a part of being in the wrestling business. But on November 20th, we're both going to be back at the South Bend Eagles to defend our tag team titles against that crappy twig team named the Cool Heart Society. Them two twigs. I mean, dude, one of them probably weighs like as much as my leg.
Right.
All right.
Right. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, coming up to that topic. November 20th, RCW Thanksgiving Throwdown in South Bend. I guess as a rematch, it was announced by Mark Reel and the board of directors that
Mark Reel.
you have to go one-on-one. I guess the rematch clause is in effect. Any messages out to those two individuals? I know you don't speak highly of them or Mark Reel in general, but any words out to those two before we move on to the next topic?
You know, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you, too, that I hate those two boys. We're going to classify them as boys. And they had to go be sneaky behind everyone's back, go to management, go to Mark Reel, whoop-de-doo, and ask for a rematch that they should already know that they can't win.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, didn't we prove our dominance last time? I mean,
right.
I don't know how you're thinking. I know usually we're on the same page, so much if I feel that way, you feel that way.
For the most part, yeah.
So, I mean, November 20th, no matter what happens, Team Large Incharge is going to be on top, still the tag team champions.
Very good. Not to overlook the team that you've got to face on the 20th, it's a couple of days from now, but there's also a poll over at RevolutionChampionshipWrestling1.com. And there's a poll up there that says who exactly should be the #1 contender. There's actually two separate polls, one poll, but if you refresh it, gives you different options. On one side, yourself and 4 others. On the other end, if you refresh the page, you've got Big Paulie and 4 others that are eluding my mind right now. But separate polls for separate guys. I mean, could it be that the fans vote? Obviously, the 2 most dominating guys in the company, the 2 big fan favorites. Could it wind up being you versus him and vice versa? Thoughts on that? I mean, we've seen it done once before at Slam Cancer Benefit Show. You unfortunately drew 1 and 2 and had to go.
That was due to Mark Reel.
Yeah.
And Mark Reel will get his someday, very, very soon.
Yeah.
That's a different subject.
Yeah,
but if you have any thoughts on this.
Oh, no, I just, I've always said that may the better man win. And if it does come down to you and me working in the ring again, then, like I said, the better man will win. Whether it be you, whether it be me, it doesn't matter. Because we're still going to be buds. It's not going to change anything.
Nothing at all. Nothing can come between the bond of Team Large Incharge. Not the RCW Heavyweight title, not Mark Reel, not the tag team titles, nothing. Yes, would it be awesome if one of us were the heavyweight champion?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That's the dream of everybody that's in this business, is to be the heavyweight champion, to be the guy on top.
Totally.
But nothing like that is going to break up our friendship whatsoever.
Nah.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, every guy who gets into the sport is aiming for the top spot and really aiming to show the world what they're about. So either one of you guys would be an excellent choice. If you have to face each other in the first round, it seems to me like what I'm conveying off of you two is that you'll take care of business in the ring, but outside of the ring, there's respect and there's friendship that's going to last throughout the lifetime. So, well, that's about it. RCW fans, thank you for tuning in. Any last words before we go to RCW fans? The 20th coming up, South Bend. Be there, be square.
I mean, I've pretty much said it all. Look, November 20th, Thanksgiving Throwdown. Me and Big Paulie here. Gonna take out the Cool Heart Society one more time.
1, 2, 3.
And prove, once again, that we are the best, not only in RCW, not only in the Midwest, but around the world, that we are the most dominating tag team in wrestling today.
.com.
And on that note, thank you guys for joining us. Get back to your hard work and training. I know you guys got a busy day of training ahead of you. And fans, we'll see you all November 20th, Thanksgiving Throwdown.